7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Starting things off, I did my brows off camera using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown and Powder and Taupe. Now I am going to shape the top of my brows using my MAC Pro Longwear in NC25 with a nice small concealer brush. This just makes sure that my lines are clean on the top, and it also makes things a lot easier later when I'm doing my foundation. I don't have to worry about getting too close to my brows with the brush and accidentally smudging or covering any of my brow with foundation. This honestly just saves so much time and makes my look so much cleaner and more put together. Alright, so now I'm going to put on my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer on all of the places on my face that have enlarged pores. Like right here on my cheeks, next to my nose, and on my forehead. Alright, so now for the start of the show, the Laura Geller Baked Liquid Radiance Foundation. I love you. I just take this on the back of my hand and I grab my Real Techniques buffing brush and I just go to town. I start in the middle of my face because that's where I need the most coverage. I have a lot of scars and marks on my nose and on my cheeks, so I start there with patting motions to really set the foundation down and not wipe it away. As you can see, what started as patting motions to set the foundation has now turned into more of the buffing. Oh, and here are some blemishes that I need to cover, so I pat a little bit extra right there. But the rest of my face, I start to kind of blend it in, buff it in, move all around, and make sure that I don't have any lines on my jaw or by my ears. Next step is going to be my MAC Pro Longwear in NC25. I use this under my eyes to cover up any dark circles and really liven the look up, make me look awake and alive and energized and refreshed, even though I am just so exhausted. I really like this concealer. I feel like it gives a really nice skin finish and it covers very well, and the bottle lasts forever. So I just put this on with the little concealer brush I used earlier, and I put it under my eyes. I also put a little bit in certain spots of my face that I want to subtly highlight. As you can see, I don't do too bright of a highlight. I like it to look more like my skin tone, just a little bit lighter for a more natural, wearable look for me. Alright, next is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Enigma, and wait for it, Doe Foot Applicator. Oh yeah, makes it so easy. So I'm applying that to my eyelids, and then I'm going to smooth it out to make sure that both eyes have a nice smooth canvas for any shadows I use later. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I have a bunch of powder under my eyes. This is the Ben Nye Cameo Powder, and I put a bunch under my eyes to bake my concealer, and it seriously helps with under eye creasing. If you have not tried baking, I definitely recommend trying it. Next, I am using the L'Oreal Le Palette Nude 2, and I'm taking this sort of peachy pinky shade, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelids to set my primer so that I will have an easy time blending my eyeshadows later on. Now I am grabbing this sort of slate gray shade, and I am putting this in the crease of my eye using a tapered eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques. This really helps for creases because I feel like it blends out the top and bottom while applying a good amount to the crease. So I'm just kind of buffing it, and I like to make it really diffused on the outsides of my eyelids. So that is what I'm doing there. I'm just really like buffing it out there so that it looks very blended and diffused all the way out. Next step is grabbing this purple shade from the e.l.f. I believe it's called the Prism eyeshadow palette. I don't know, but it's like $10 at Target, and I love it. It's so pretty. But I'm grabbing that purple shade, and I am going all around the edges of where I just put that crease color, and I'm really trying to give it a gradient, diffused look, brightening up the eye look a little bit because I don't want this to be like a smoky look, and it's just so pretty. Then I'm going back into the L'Oreal palette that I used before, and I'm grabbing this cream brush, and I'm using just a regular shader eyeshadow brush, and I am patting this on the inside because I want the inside of my eyes to be nice and bright, and I feel like it adds a little bit of dimension to the look when I pat it as opposed to buffing it in, and it just really makes it super pretty. Look at that, so pretty. Ugh. All right. Now it's time to sweep away that horrible mess of under eye powder, and there you go. I'm done baking. Nice and smooth. So pretty. Next, I'm going in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara I got in a recent Ipsy bag, and look at that brush. Isn't that an interesting little brush? I don't know. I like looking at it. But anyways, I start to go in with that, but someone rings my bell. Who could it be? It's hubby with the Starbucks Caramel Ribbon Crunch Frappuccino. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyways, so I sit there and I admire the Frappuccino, kiss the Frappuccino, and dance a little bit. All right, back to the mascara. I start applying the mascara, and yeah, what else can I say? I mean, it's mascara. Mascara is mascara, right? Yeah. So I'm applying the mascara and making sure all my lashes are coated. This one's a little chunky. Don't know. Honestly, the brush is interesting, but the formula is annoying. I didn't like how the first mascara applied, so now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash. This is seriously a very fantastic mascara for anyone who has stick straight lashes like myself. This mascara lengthens, it separates, and it does help add a curl to your lash. I honestly didn't believe it at first, but it works. Now is Too Faced Flush Blush in Peach Beach, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush to apply this anywhere I would apply bronzer to give myself a gorgeous peachy glow. Alright, Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in number 2. I just got this bad boy, and oh my goodness. If any of you guys watch Manny MUA, or I think even Jaclyn Hill mentions it, they talk about it. It is amazing. The highlight is gorgeous, and the bronzer is like this red kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, look at that. It's gorgeous. It makes me look so bronzy and like deep sun-kissed, like almost burnt, but in like the best way possible. And I apply this right under where I put Peach Beach, and it's not really a contour. It kind of is similar to a contour, but it's more diffused and blended, and it's more of just honestly deepening up my bronze. So I kind of go everywhere that the sun would sort of hit. And now, oh my gosh, okay, seriously, I had to get ready for this. Like, breathe, get ready, because this highlight is intense. So I start putting on, I mean, look at that. I don't know if you could see, but oh, look at that. My skin just, I don't know what to say about it. Honestly, like, what do you say? It makes my skin look flawless and beautiful and so glowy. Oh my gosh, it's like the best highlighter I've ever used. I just love it. Look at that. Look at it. Other side. I love this highlight so much. I even take it down my nose and above my eyebrows to really bring attention to the brows I work so hard on. And I also go on the top of my forehead because I just really want to look radiant. I want to look just sun-kissed and radiant today. Also, my favorite little tip for making my lips look bigger and my lipstick look better, I put some on the Cupid's bow and on those two little lines above my Cupid's bow, and it really just adds extra definition and give my lips a little bit of a pout. Going back into that e.l.f. eyeshadow, that purple one I used before, I'm taking this flat, I don't know what this is called, a flat definer brush? Whatever it's called. I go under my eyes with that purple and I line it and I kind of make the line thick, and then I go with that lilac-y color and I smoke out my under eyes. And that neutral bit of color kind of tones down the bright purple. Alright, so I just was not happy with my bronzer, so I added more because I really wanted to have a super bronze look. I wanted my skin to be glowing and dark. I am so ready for summer. So I added a little bit more of the bronzer, and now I'm going in with some Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. I believe the shade is Achiote. And I just add a little bit to add a little bit more dimension to my face. Now this is the NYX, it's a long wearing lip liner and I cannot remember what the shade is, but I'll link it down below. And I am going in with this on my lips and just lining the perimeter and just kind of getting it ready for my lip gloss. Mostly it's to add a little bit of definition and also to keep my lip gloss from bleeding out onto the rest of my face. So here I am lining, super exciting. Alright, last step of this look is going to be my Urban Decay Revolution lip gloss in the shade Punch Drunk. This shade is so orange, but look at that. Seriously, it is hot. Alright guys, so that concludes this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Comment down below if you have any questions or requests or anything of that nature, and I hope that you have a great rest of the week. Bye!